Welcome to CSLDallas, located in the heart of Texas and heard around the world. We are building a spiritual community where we can be our most authentic self, and we invite you to go deeper into spirituality and apply these universal principles as we are transforming the world one life at a time. And today is a very special day as we celebrate Kwanzaa and the love as our community with the wonderful Dr. Petra Weldes and Reverend Marquita Pierre McAlister. So let's get ready for our celebration by joining us on your feet with the CSLDallas music team.
morning, CSL Dallas. Very good. Y'all feeling it? Yes. This sounds a little tinny, sound people. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Mute that down a little bit. It's good on your ears. And good on you streaming with us today. We're so happy that you are here with us. All right, back to the plans. There we go. Woo! Man, it's good to be here this weekend. Gosh, about 25 years ago, I stood in front of a small group of y'all on Alpha Road for my first time to speak to y'all. I was so nervous. We were going to put together a team of creative people to build some altars around our center. God, thank you for being with me then and being here today. Those of you joining us on live stream, what a great time to be here. We hope you can feel the love. Let us start as we do each week by reciting our purpose statement together. Here we go. We are radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, transforming lives. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First of all, a huge thank you to everyone who created that lovely evening to celebrate Dr. Petra's retirement last night. Yeah. Bunch of great people. This was led by Reverend Karen and Deb and Randy, Christine and Sherry. Also, we had additional decorators. They had help from Tina and Rhonda and Sadie, and then the people who provided the food. Thank you, Chris Gallant, Jackie Liebert, Don Ukpong, Susan Swartz, and thank you so much to Night and Falk Catering. That was delicious. And Soulful Purpose. Those desserts, y'all. That was Glenda and Darlene, our own Glenda and Darlene. Yep. And also special thanks for the additional cleanup help from Debbie Hine and Irving Reed. Y'all are champions. Yep. Oh, and a special thank you to Ty. Ty put together the videos, the pictures, and the music for the whole night. So thank you, Ty. That was delightful. And it says right here also, I get to speak for Dr. Petra. She's not up here tapping me on my shoulder and asking to step in. So I'm saying for Dr. Petra, she says thank you. Dr. Petra says thanks everyone. All of y'all who stopped by and said so many amazing and heart-filled words to her as she releases her life's work here at CSL Dallas. It was a night to remember. Thank you, Dr. Petra. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. All right, here we go. Now, are you ready to get into a class for the new year? Oh, a few of us are. Oh, that sounds like work. Here we go, back to work, got to take a class. Yes, we are ready for classes. What's coming up? Well, here's a question. Are you someone who has set intentions, but sometimes struggled to see them show up in your life? Or do you ever wonder why your dreams stay in the realm of possibility instead of becoming your reality? Well, please join us for Powering Your Decisions. This is a transforming, interactive experience. This is designed to help you bridge the gap between intention and action so you can step confidently into your greatest life. Now, that's a class worth looking into. This is an 8-week course, and it's based on the book, The Power of Decision by Raymond Charles Barker. You'll explore the myths and hidden beliefs that can keep you stuck. You'll understand the spiritual and personal reasons we avoid deciding, and we discover how making clear, committed choices becomes the focusing agent to actually move us forward. This is more than just a course, by the way. It's an invitation to awaken your inner power to decide to be happy, live richly, be healthy, be creative, and so much more. Spiritual coaches Christine Volkmer and Tina Tenen will meet you where you are. They'll help you examine what's holding you back from your own greatness, and they'll inspire you to take meaningful action. If you're ready to co-create something new and finally turn your intentions into a lived experience, don't miss this opportunity. You'll empower your decisions and enhance the quality of your life. Head over to our events page at CSLDallas.org, click on courses and workshops. You can find out where to get registered. All right, now let's settle into this auspicious morning with our music team. whole bunch. Candy, Aaron, Denise, Aaron with an E, Ann Glenda, Patrick, Willeen, and our CSL Dallas band, Brad, Jonathan, and Matt. So, and then we get to go within and center with spiritual coach Cindy Young. Thank you.
I think there may have been a change in the order of service. Is that right? This is the right one? Okay. Perfect.
Home was the invocation.
Yes, and Cindy's gonna, you just need to stop somewhere in the middle and let Cindy do it.
We had 100 hands first.
You know what? I rearranged this celebration, but I forgot to move this.
Okay.
So it is actually 100 hands.
Okay.
Because it's introducing Kwanzaa. And then we're gonna do the invocation song after the Kwanzaa song.
Okay.
And you guys are completely correct about what you're doing.
Petra, we are just following orders. That's what we're doing. So a few weeks ago, Lainey had asked me, are you coming for Petra's last Sunday? And I said, well, I haven't been invited. I don't want to intrude. And she said, nobody invited me either. I invited myself. So then I talked to Petra. I said, do you want me to come? And she said, of course. So we're just delighted. This community grew us. And Lainey, do you want to say anything about this song?
This song was actually written, I think, around 2009, 2008, something like that, because I was so moved by the community and how you saw me when I got here, even on my worst days, and there were a lot of them. And you held me in a way I had never been held before, and I found belonging like I had never found before. So we wrote this song together, Michael and I, 100 Hands. So long, thinking I was alone, I came here with only my song. You gave me faith and a chance. You gave me hope. So now, my heart has a home, belonging like I've never known. You gave me purpose and strength. You gave me love. Love from 100 hands is what I find here. Loving me as I am, and I awaken to all that I can be. is what I find here. Loving me as I am, and I awaken to the courage deep within me, to the love that's all around me, to all that I can be. Love from 100 hands. Love from 100 hands. Loving me as I am. Love from 100 hands.
Wow. Oh, I guess I don't need to be over here. I need you to stand over here, honey. Well, good morning, everyone. That was a perfect song as we celebrate Kwanzaa, because it is about love and community. So I would like you to pretend for a moment that you are at my front door. Okay, and I'm going to invite you into my home for Kwanzaa. This is the third day of Kwanzaa, and so the first thing you would open up the door, or I would open up the door, and I would say, Habaragani. Ujima, yeah, Ujima. And so you're all invited into my house. So therefore, I'm going to say Habaragani, and you're going to answer Ujima. Habaragani. Ujima. Ah, welcome. Come on in. And you would sit in my living room, and we would begin the process of Kwanzaa. So I just want to let you know that Kwanzaa was developed by Maulana Karenga back in 1965. However, it was then celebrated for the first time in 1966. And he did this to give African Americans a cultural holiday. It is not a religious holiday, but it's a cultural holiday to celebrate their heritage, to celebrate all the amazing things that they've accomplished, and to remind the people how wonderful and powerful they were. So we, in my household, we celebrate Kwanzaa, and I grew my children up this way. I'm not going to go through all the symbols because you can read that on your own, but we're here to actually celebrate the day itself. So the first thing we do is light the candles. I'm going to give that to you. And I'm going to, as he lights the candles, I'm going to be saying to you Habaragani. And the first one, I'll say Habaragani, and I'll say Umoja. I'd like you to repeat Umoja. Habaragani, Umoja. Excellent. Which stands for unity. This is to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. We here at CSLDallas, oh, we are such a diverse, wonderful, fabulous community, yes? Yes. And then our second candle, which happens to be red. Red is for the blood and the struggle that the people went through in order to be and survive on this land. And it is Kujichagulia. So Habaragani, Kujichagulia. Let's do that again. Kujichagulia, which stands for self-determination. To define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. Here at CSLDallas, we learn to stand up within ourselves and speak for ourselves and define ourselves, yes? Yes. All right. Our next one is the green candle. The green candle is for prosperity, for the harvesting, for being prosperous. It is our third principle of Kwanzaa, and it is the one today, right? So, Habaragani, and you would say, Ujima. Let's say it together. Ujima, which stands for collective work and responsibility. CSLDallas has been built on collective work and responsibility, and that's why we call it home, right? And also CSL Dallas has seen us for who we really, really are individually, individual expressions of the divine. So, but it takes all of us to develop CSL Dallas, just as it takes all of the African American community to continue to thrive and prosper, knowing their heritage and knowing where they're headed. Yes? Yes. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you, Bakari.
This song is called Home by Robin Hackett. Now when I walk into this room and I look into your eyes, well, somehow I am not surprised. It's like I've known you all of my life. The sweetest place I've ever known, a place to rest, to know I'm not alone. Through all these years out on my own, well, I finally found I'm home. And when you hold me in your arms with no malice and no harm, and all our hearts are open wide, well, there's no reason nor want to hide. The sweetest place I've ever known, a place to rest, to know I'm not alone. Through all these years out on my own, well, I finally found I'm
Take a moment to go within with me to that place that is home, that heart space within each of us, that place where the indwelling presence exists and dwells, that unconditional love of spirit, that open, wide heart, that harmony as we come together as community, as that unconditional love with each other and with the world. And as we move into celebration today, we're here to celebrate that harmony, celebrate that unity, celebrate that love that is CSL Dallas. As we tithe Reverend Petra to the universe, as we embrace Reverend Marquita to lead us forward, knowing the continuity, the harmony, the love that is CS Dallas continues to grow, continues to raise consciousness, continues to make a difference in the world with each other, within the global community and out in the world, we are grounded in that unconditional love of spirit. We are home. And so we bless this day, we bless this transition, we bless Kwanzaa as we move into this service today. We affirm it by saying, and so it is.
Thank you, Michael and Lainey. Oh man, I had lots of things to think about that I wanted to say. And mostly I want to say thank you. Like so many people, when I walked into a Science of Mind community, I was a hot mess. Holy moly. Ooh. I walked into a Science of Mind community in Seattle, and I was suicidally depressed. I was still drugging and drinking and smoking pot and wondering whether or not I was going to make it through the next day or week. Not sure about even the next month. And Science of Mind and that community became a home for me. And they all started wanting to hug me, and I thought, well, that's about as fake as anything I've ever experienced. No way. So I was one of those people who came late and left early, because I was not going to have any of those fake hugs. I'd had enough fakeness in my life. But I couldn't stay away, and I started doing the classes, and I started realizing those hugs were real, and I started practicing the Science of Mind. And it saved my life. I was flamed out of my first year in university in a big way. I'd run away from home, going as far away as I could. Took a year of university, and oh man, I did not do well. So as I continued on my journey at science in that community, I decided I better go to the community college and get my act together. And I didn't say it quite so politely. And I took a who do you want to be when you grow up class. You know, they do those tests. What's your purpose in life? What should you be doing in life? What are your kinds of skills you have? So I took this test in my first little class, and the teacher said, well, I haven't quite seen anything like this before. Story of my life, right? And so, you know, they score you, and you usually get kind of a thing like this, and then there's one that's like really the nice peak, and they say, oh, you should find career that lets you be something like this. Okay, mine was flat across the bottom, and I had 3 independent spikes, and the rest of them were just flat. And the spikes were architect, advertising, teacher, minister. So why do you think we've been building the whole time I've been here? And I write most of the words. But I remember going to my mentor minister and saying, I'm going to be a minister. And he said, why do you want to do that? And I said, because it will use all of me. And it has. So I flamed out of my first community just as well as I flamed out of university. Just about burned it to the ground. Went to my cabin in the woods and said, what the F am I doing being a minister? I have no clue. I had a child, came to Dallas, came to live with my mom. I had run away, and 15 years later said, I need help. Can I come home? They had moved here by then. And my mother said yes. 2 months later, I walked into the First Church of Religious Science on Alpha Road. Michael Gott had just been hired as the piano player. 2 months later, they kicked out the minister. And CSL and the board said, well, you're here, you do it. I was like, okay, I'm a full-time mom and a full-time student. Oh, great, now I get to be a full-time minister, holy moly. I did that twice, got us out of debt. Michael even said, okay, no, I'm done now. And we hired a minister. She was there for 2.5 years, and I was interim minister after that again. And he said to me, I'm done. So when we hire the next person, I'm out of here. I said, okay. And then they hired me. Yeah. And Michael and I started a long partnership. But let me tell you, I was a hot mess. And CSLDallas grew me up. In those first, 10 years or so, man, we were a hot mess. And I remember at the same time I was helping CSL. Oh no, this was right after I'd finished helping CSL go into an entirely new organization. Kathy Hearn as the spiritual leader and me as the core chair. We ran an $8 million international organization and turned it around into an entirely new kind of organization. It was a privilege and a pleasure. And Kathy Hearn would say at our meetings at the time, she said, well, we're just growing up all over each other. And that's what we did here at CSLDallas. Michael and Lainey, thank you for being a part of that. Oh my God. But it was because CSLDallas made a space for me to grow up that allowed me to have the career that I've had, and that has taught me how to grow up others. Right? You did that. We did that together. Because you allowed me not to be perfect. I was thinking about it the other day. I spent the bulk of my ministry believing I wasn't doing it right. Because, there are a lot of people who have opinions about the kind of minister you're supposed to be. And they are not shy about telling you that. All the ways in which CSLDallas operated incorrectly, decisions that were not perfect or that impacted in a way that somebody didn't like, I got to hear about it. But you also taught me what it looks like to be myself. Because you allowed me to encourage you to be yourself. I will never forget when I first started thinking about, oh my God, that is a funny bunny right there. Then I thought, wait, I might be looking in the mirror. And I will never forget Joe Tinker and Easter somewhere where we had the funny bunny skit. And I would say, we're all just funny bunnies. Some of us are just funnier than others. That was the birth of my understanding of radical inclusivity and the birth of my understanding of unconditional love. Allowing people, supporting people, and empowering people to just be who they are. Not their traumas, not the fears, although even that's okay. We all have them. You taught me how to see through the veil of the human condition into the spiritual truth. And you reminded me there's nothing more important than falling in love with each other. Nothing. To see through the nonsense that we all do. And because of that, we're here. I remember when Brother Chising and Michael and I, we would do these fabulous rituals. He was the person who ran the Dallas Meditation Center, and sometimes we were a hot mess together, weren't we? Ooh, man. But we created some amazing things together. And he had a pretty significant diagnosis from which we would talk a lot. He got a lot of spiritual mind treatment from us and a lot of support. And he did pass away. But I remember in that moment, somewhere in that period of time, he said, Petra, you know, I do my own thing at the Dallas Meditation Center, and we do lots of fun things together, but I will tell you, what I know is CSLDallas is always here for me. When Robin Hackett wrote that song, Home, she wrote it for a new member ritual one Sunday, that song, Home. And that has been what CSLDallas has been for me. Home. My family is scattered. We're not very close. My son was raised here. And while Dallas and Texas is an interesting place for me to have landed, you became home to me, this community. And we have learned how to argue and disagree and work shoulder to shoulder and support each other and celebrate each other and go through all the changes. We've watched people leave for years and come back. We've watched people fly, manifest their next great whatever, relationship, work, fly off into their next greatness, and CSLDallas has been here, right? And I think that's what community means. It is an ever-changing, ever-growing organism. CSLDallas has a soul of its own that you have been a part of nurturing and growing, and you have been a part of revealing the soul of CSLDallas. And I, up until a few days ago have spent the last 18 months grieving this change. But you have reminded me over and over and over again that CSLDallas is more than any one of us. There is a soul and a heart here that people feel when they walk in these doors, that they take with them when they go and move or grow or do whatever. And that those of you who have decided that this is your home, like it's been my home, you keep that soul moist and wet and organically growing, no matter how messy it may be. You love it into its next great expression. Right? Yes. So I thank you. I thank those of you who in the last 2 years have encouraged me, helped me, supported me in making a conscious completion, who have supported me in making the decisions and finding the ways to bring solidity to this moment of transition, who have felt it, who have said, don't worry, we've got it. Don't worry, we've got it. I have such a sense of which I've never before ever had in my life. I always ran from endings. I always hated endings. It was always somebody else's fault anyway, so why should I want to do anything? Yes, I was one of those. Thank you. But to allow me the privilege to make the most healthy and conscious ending in my life that I've ever made. You have allowed me that privilege, and I thank you for it. And for the first time in my life, I feel as though I have done something to completion.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. So I hope that not just my words, my love for science of mind, my foot in your back, I hope that as a minister, I have grown up publicly. Not always pleasant, but I hope that this is of help to you. Right? You know, I've always thought that being a minister is truly one of the most surprising jokes that the universe has ever played. If I ever write a book, unfortunately the title's already been taken, but I thought for years, if I ever write a book, it's going to be entitled, If I Can Do It, So Can You. And I mean that from the deepest recesses of my heart. If I can do it, so can you. I think that CSLDallas is poised now for something really exciting. I love that I'm gonna get a chance to talk about Reverend Marquita here in a little bit, and the joy it's been to have her come on board. But I have a few things to say about that. Somebody asked me, what do we need to know about the new minister? She is not me. Should we say it again? She's not going to be me. She's not going to look like me, do like me, she's going to do her own thing. She's not going to be me. And at some point, that is really going to annoy you. Right. You're going to be going like, wait a minute. This isn't what I signed up for. Yes, it is. Or you wouldn't be in this room. Right? So remember, all of those of you who have been in leadership trainings with me and all the times we've talked about it, forming, storming, norming, and performing. You will storm with Reverend Marquita, and she will storm with you and with leaders and with groups. The most significant thing to remember is that it is not personal. This is why ministers get kicked out of communities every 2.5 years, or board presidents, or some other significant person, because somebody gets scapegoated, because it's all about them. No, it's not. It's just that the love fest is over, and now the real work begins, right? And it's like, oh, wait, I thought we were the same. You're different from me. I didn't sign up for that. Yes, you did, right? And when those differences begin to reveal themselves, celebrate. It means that you are beginning to become authentic with each other. It's not just, oh, Marquita, you're so great. We're so happy you're here. I mean, that doesn't go away, but now the authentic conversation starts. That's called storming. Can get a little stormy. But remember that on the other side of that is norming. Norming doesn't mean everybody becomes normal. No, that will never happen. Right? Norming means you will discover, one, how to disagree properly. You'll, two, discover how to move forward with group wisdom rather than any one particular agenda being pushed, but feeling the wisdom of the group. Three, you will make agreements about how you will move forward. More importantly, you will make agreements about how to disagree. And do you know that there's nowhere in the world where you learn that other than in your family, and they did not teach you correctly. Right? Conflict looks like the world's going to come apart. So celebrate storming, because it really means now it's authentic, now it's real, now it's that organic, messy thing that's happening that really makes the juice. On the other side of that, then there is the deeper recognition of radical inclusivity. We need all the minds and hearts and ideas at the table, even those that make us crazy. Because those people that make us crazy are covering the blind spot that we have. Do you see? So all of that soup is to be celebrated, to be authentically open and direct communication worked through. And remember that you fell in love with each other. And if you remember that you fell in love with each other, that will pull you through. Because none of us are perfect. We're all becoming the greater yet to be. So this is the value of community. This is why love as community is the community. Being in community, being involved, giving our gifts, going in, going out, coming back, doing all of those things, because there is no better place than to live in a spiritual laboratory like CSLDallas. Yes. And you have given me that gift for so many years. Truly, I am eternally grateful. So much.
I love you. Hello, I love you, Petra Weldes. I'm going to sing a song that I wrote for Petra for her 10th anniversary as senior minister here. But I want to say, too, Marquita and I have been friends for a long time. And I'm so happy that you are going to be our next senior minister here. I say our because I'm still a part. So, as a matter of fact, Marquita and I, we served on conference teams together, on conference committees. I went to Anchorage when you were senior minister there. We did some music recording. We've done a lot of stuff. As a matter of fact, I was the surprise musician at her wedding in Las Vegas. And our friend Judy Young had gotten me down. I was in Reno at the time, brought me down. And during the wedding, I'm playing at the piano, and Marquita's looking at me. I'm waiting for the moment of recognition when she sees me, and it never came. And it never came. And then after the ceremony, she was like, Michael Gott, I didn't have my contacts in. She said, I was walking down the aisle. I was like, oh, that piano player kind of looks like Michael Gott. But I do want to I want to say this. I want to take a moment for Marquita. I was in the same spot that you are 8.5 years ago when Reverend Howard Caesar retired and I became the senior minister. And Reverend Roger Teal, who had been friends with and prayer partners with Howard for 30 years, he spoke. And he said this, which I want to say to you now, that if you love Reverend Dr. Petra Weldes, the best way you can show that love is to throw all of your support and your energy behind Reverend Marquita Pierre. That's the best thing you can do. It was such a gift that Roger gave me that day, and I just want to pass that on. Now, Petra Weldes, this is a time to take my glasses off, sing this song. I don't want to see her too clearly. Hot mess hardly begins to describe how I was when I got here. I don't know if I'm a good minister or not, but I know that I wouldn't be half the minister I am if it weren't for you. You poured yourself into my life in a way that no one ever has. No other teacher has given me what you've given me. And I hear her voice come through my lips in my messages all the time. And we all who have heard her teaching and sat under her teaching know that she has such a drive for us to get it that she often just says those 3 words, do you see? That's what this song is. Have you ever found yourself lost and set adrift, wandering through your life with no direction? Well, I have. And in the time when you were lost, did you ever find the strength to reach out to somebody who could help you? Well, I have. Thank God I have. And I found a teacher and a friend who helped me on my way. She lifted me into the light, and gently she would say, do you see? You are more than you believe yourself to be. Do you know there's a power in your hand? And there is nothing in this world to keep you from your destiny. You are not blind, you are not bound, no, you are free. Do you see? Have you ever known the joy of returning to yourself, awakening to life after the darkness? I have. And when you were restored, have you ever turned around and helped someone who needed strength and guidance? ever had the chance to say some word of thanks to this one who has given so much to you? Well, I have, right now, I have. Thank you. You have given me your love. You've shared with me your light. You've given me your clarity of sight. You are my partner, teacher, guide, and friend. Such a beautiful friend. This is who you are, and this is what you mean to me. Do you see?
Wow. 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 So, this time around, coming into this community was very, very different. I've been here, I was visiting here, you know, I've been here, I don't know, 3-4 times over the last couple of decades or whatever. And this time coming here was a little scary. There's a word. Although Petra and I go back a ways and have been friends and all of that, it's been wonderful. But coming here this time was very, it was a lot. And what I found here is so precious. What I found here is all of you. And those of you who I've not met online, I know you're there. And what I found was what the songs have been talking about. Love, community, and home. And I was very, very surprised. I mean, really surprised. Because we're talking about a beloved minister. We're talking about someone who has helped build a complete organization and who instilled her whole self into it. And you want me to follow that? I'm like, say what? But you, all of you, made it possible for me to be here, for me to not run, for me to, and actually I'm serious, because the thought of coming after a beloved minister, I had said for many years, I would never do that. Never. And I write, never say never, but that's one of those ones I said never. And I remember telling people, you don't want to do that. Don't ever do that. But someone said to me, and I've known this, I just forgot it, that whatever your calling is, you do that, no matter what. Because the other never I had said was, I am never moving to Texas. That is not happening. Not gonna happen. Right? Not happening. And I knew that I was never moving to Texas because I have a beloved brother. He's passed away now, but he lived in San Antonio forever, and I always wanted to be with him, but I was never moving to Texas. So I didn't. He's passed away, so, I have no reason to come to Texas. And then, however, I was married to my husband, Juan, which many of you have met, and he has 2 children here. And on one particular meditation sitting, it was clear, you're going to Texas. Say what? No. So, long story short, we were moving to Texas, but I'm flying back and forth from Las Vegas to Texas, back and forth, back and forth. CSL Dallas opening happens, and clearly I hear apply, and I'm like, okay. But things were going on, and I'm like, but I'm not sure. And there's something, I don't remember the specifics, but I remember making a phone call to Petra like, I don't know. I'm not so sure about this after all. And all she said was, I hope you apply. So I did. And here I am. But coming here again was this trepidation of, I'm not sure about this. Until I walked in here again, and all of you made it very clear, we're happy you're here. You made it really clear. So I want you to know that this was not just Marquita applying. This was a whole community embracing Marquita, saying, we're happy you're here. So it made it okay, and it made all that, ooh, go away. Now, I am going to repeat what Petra said. I am very clear that we are forming a relationship. You're all wonderful. We all believe we're all wonderful, and that is very, very true. And so we are in our honeymoon phase. And so as we were raising our children, we kept saying, now, if you're going to get married, make sure you court them for 2 years before you get married. Because all of that has to move through. In about 2 years, then you start to settle into the authenticity and to the, you get to know my foibles and all that good stuff. And then if you want to get married, get married. So we are in our honeymoon phase. And but here's the difference. Yes, I know we're going to storm. I'm clear. But here's what I really believe. Our passion and our love for CSL Dallas is going to move us forward. We may storm, but our spiritual principles, our foundation that we sit on, stand on, breathe on, and live in is going to move us through the storming to a new kind of norm. Yeah? And oh, baby, then we're going to thrive and we're going to perform all the way. All right? This thing that we call CSL Dallas 3.0. We take, and you said this in your class this morning, we take everything that has been from our past, and we're carrying it. And I want us to be clear, we're going to carry all the good that has happened up until now. And we're going to build on that and move forward. So this thing of CSL Dallas 3.0, I want us to remember, it's much bigger than what any of us could ever do singly, right? This is us, community, coming together. So I came into an amazing community. And I'm very, very clear. It is amazing, largely due to love, leadership, through Dr. Petra Weldes. Yeah? Yeah, it is. So I've been super blessed. I know you all are blessed. Don't get it twisted. Okay, I get that. But I've been super blessed, super duper blessed, because I've got to spend time with my friend. And she has poured, just like you said, poured into you. Oh, baby, the last few months, she has poured into me every day. Hour upon hour of not only the history of CSL Dallas, but why, hear this, why CSL Dallas moves and grooves. Now, that's not her word, but moves and grooves the way it does. The why behind all the organizational pieces. The why behind and leaning into the spiritual principles, right? So I've had a blast. And I also know that this is bittersweet. For some time, my dream was to spend time with my friend because she's brilliant. Yes? she's brilliant, and to allow some of that brilliance to rub off on me. I have my own brilliance. We all have our own brilliance. But we come together and grow stronger when we're in the environment of brilliance. Yeah, we do. And so the reason my life has shifted and changed, even in the last few months, especially when it comes to the organization of CSL Dallas, because I didn't have a clue. I know I've run churches and I get that, but CSL Dallas is not what we call the smaller spiritual centers. CSL Dallas is a cut above that, right? And so there are systems and processes that go on at CSL Dallas that don't go on in the centers that I've been either in charge of or been involved in. So I thank you, Dr. Petra, for, that was a download. And we're still downloading, and it'll continue. And so I reminded her, okay, you get to go away for a few months, but this friendship, this love that her and I have, that doesn't go away at all. Neither does your love for Dr. Petra, right? And so, yes, we're going to bring her back to do that Dr. Petra thing that she does every so often, right? Because we carry with us that which we've learned. We don't ever cast it aside. We don't ever pretend like it didn't exist. Instead, we take all the juicy goodness from it and we hold on to it and we allow it to blossom in a different way. She's going on a different journey, but she'll come back and share all of that goodness with us too. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. And so I say to her again, thank you. And because I remember watching her online, it was when Kia and you were up here, talking about this new minister, which I didn't know who that was going to be, coming, and what her thing was, they're not me. They're not me. Now, look at us.
That should be clear.
Right? We're highly different. And you are looking with your physical eyes, and you can see that. And we are different in the way that we take up even the spiritual principles and how we live them in our lives. But it's core, right? It's on this foundation. And so we are different, and we will be different in the leadership also because CSL Dallas is now you and those who are coming, right? Those who are coming. So we will grow in another way forward, right? Encompassing more and more and more individuals and encompassing more and more love and standing grounded on the spiritual principles we learn here at CSL Dallas. Yeah? So we've got quite the charge to go before us. But here's the thing between Petra and I that is not different. Love. Love. Here's the thing that is not different between me and all of you. Love. Love. So I thank you. I thank you for the amazing welcome you have given me here, and I feel your love and your support. There's not a day that goes by where someone, one of you somewhere, gives me a hug and says, we're glad you're here. Not a day has gone by. So I thank you for that. And let's get ready to rock, roll, and shift Dallas and the rest of the world. Yes? Yes. So we're going to carry this vision, and we're going to spread it more and do more and be more and allow everything to just grow in CSL Dallas. Yes? Yes. 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 Woo, and so it is. Yes, yes. Oh, stay right here. Stay right here. I'm staying right here. Ah, yes.
So you know that this is what she's talking about we've been doing for the last 3.5 months, right? So 18 months ago, or whenever it was, 2 years ago, and when the court counsel and I started talking about it, there's the myth that says when a long-term minister leaves, that there's this like, and then the whole thing kind of, does whatever, maybe doesn't so great. I got to watch Dr. Michael and Unity of Houston and how gracefully and beautifully he did that. He had much longer with Howard than Marquita and I have had together. And so we talked about that. And somehow it came to me, well, rather than feeling like there's this, well, for lack of a better word, death, and then we have to go through all of that and then a rebirth, it came to me, I've run the leg. I've run the leg of the race that is CSLDallas. I've run my leg. I was the right person for that leg at that time. I was called into that space, right? But as in any good relay race, the next person who comes is the perfect person for that leg of the race. There's a reason why they're in that leg of the race. And there's that moment during the relay race when this person comes to almost completion and the next person comes and grabs the baton. And there are those 2 or 3 or 4 strides when they stride together. And that's what we've been doing. We've been striding together in this handoff. And what happens when the handoff happens? This person who's been running the leg slows down. And this person, they speed up. But we have discovered that it's not just Marquita who's been running this leg with us. It's also the leadership of CSLDallas and all of you. So I'm going to ask us to just step a little bit over. So I'm going to ask Rhonda, as the vice chair of our core council, to come up here and to take the other side. Because the leadership has been running this handoff together with me now for a while. And so we've been talking and preparing. And they represent all of you who have been running this time of knowing that the old is changing and the new is coming, and we're in it together, and we're in the middle of that. We've been running this together. So in a moment, I'm going to release these batons. Lainey, would you come up here, please? As I release these batons, Rhonda is going to, well, one of them, Marquita, is going to take. And the other one you are going to take. So Rhonda's going to bring it down, and she's going to start here, and you're going to pass it, and then pass it this way, right? Pass it this way, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because you have the other end of this baton, and I'm giving it to all of you. Yeah? And while the baton is being passed, and I have stepped to the side, Lainey's going to sing us into the future. Okay?
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes, and leave. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. see. I know it sounds truly crazy, and true, the vision's hazy, but I know someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity. They'll never pull me down. So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves the chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I am defying gravity, flying so high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me
So that song was for me and for you and for Marquita, right? For all of us, for all of us. So I think I have to see what we're doing here, because I think we're a little, I had something to say about this woman. So the thing that I want to say about this woman is the place where we meet is her deep conviction in the science of mind principles. She's going to hold all of our feet to the fire to that. That doesn't sound so different than what I do, right? And like Michael and I have had this conversation so many times, Marquita, like me, is built for community. Community in person, community online, with that deep and powerful and rich presence that you have only begun to see. Marquita understands the power of open and direct communication, having hard and honest conversations while seeing the truth about each other. And truly, I cannot imagine leaving CSLDallas in better hands.
I love you.
So it does say you're going to speak again about taking up the community, which,
I'm waiting for the baton.
oh, you're waiting for the baton.
We're talking
Where's-
about community.
Yes, here it's coming almost
I love that.
ready. We have a few more beautiful songs. All of the songs that you're hearing, except for the very first one, they've all been written for and about CSLDallas. And Michael's beautiful song for me, thank you so much. And here comes the baton. It's almost all the way around. And you'll hear another beautiful song, and then we'll bring it to a close.
We together, always together. So me and Petra, and me and you, all of you. So you'll find this will be in my office. I don't have a lot to say because I'm just grateful. I love you. That's what I have to say. I love you, and let's do this together. Let's build together. Let's build together. Yeah, you'll get to hear me talk week after week, so I'm good.
This is a song Lainey and I wrote for the blessing of this space. However many years ago that was,
Yes.
there were over 300 individuals put thousands and thousands of hours into turning this space into a home for this community. And it was done with a lot of sweat, some blood, some tears, but mostly love is what brought this community. This is just one of the ways that this community has demonstrated the love into form. And I can't wait to see what happens next.
The love in these walls, the light in this space. We stand on this ground and drink in the grace. We who
in these walls,
the light in this space,
the love in these walls.
the light in this space.
May we come to learn to shine.
So that is what CSL Dallas is all about. That is what CSL Dallas is all about. We are coming down to the end. We are almost there. We are almost there. So we're going to invite Rhonda and Marquita to come on up here. We're going to invite Jackie, Reed, and Lambert to come on up here for a presentation that they would like to make. So come on up here. Come on up here. So you may want to talk at that microphone so people can hear you. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Ryan. Okay.
Good morning. Is it on?
Ryan's going to get you on here momentarily.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, I see. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Part of the song said the gifts that we bring. And we bring a gift this morning to our community. With full hearts and deep gratitude, Lambert and I present this portrait to the Center for Spiritual Living Dallas to honor Reverend Dr. Petra Weldes. My husband Lambert painted this. This gift is our way of celebrating Reverend Petra's 27 plus years of unwavering service, leadership, and love. Petra's wisdom and strength have not only shaped the spiritual community, but she has awakened the spiritual force that lives and breathes in each one of us. Thank you, Petra. We hope that this portrait offers a lasting reflection of her light and her love. Reverend Marquita will be taking the baton, has taken the baton, and we know that her incredible leadership will carry CSL to the next level. We imagine Reverend Petra's portrait hanging in our gathering space, a quiet reminder of her legacy and her days of dedication and love in action.
I said no to them 3 times.
She did. We asked her, and her first response was like, she was so humble, so very humble. And we were not obedient because she said that she didn't even want it framed. She wanted it small. She wanted it all the things if it had, and she was so humble, but we were not obedient. And so it says, honoring our beloved Reverend Dr. Petra Weldes, passionate leader. We thank Reverend Petra for leading us, loving us, and calling us higher. With all of our love, Jackie, Reed, and Lambert Matthew.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to take it with us. This goes in the back. There's an envelope. And it will be displayed over there. So before don't leave, I can leave this here.
All right, so this is a representation of this beautiful soul here. And so in the Center for Spiritual Living, there are things called practitioners, as you're aware of, and there's practitioner emeritus, someone who has served over 20 years. But there has never been a minister emeritus until right now. Yes. Minister emeritus, even though she says she's retired, We don't allow people to really completely retire. However, so an emeritus means that really and truly this is lifelong. Now, she doesn't have to do the duties of a minister. Aren't you great? So for that, yeah. The duties of a minister, but the legacy lives on. And so you are a minister emeritus because you will be a minister forever and ever.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Yes.
I just don't even know what to do with it.
You don't have to. We will take care of it. We will take care of it. Oh, see, there you go. There you go.
Thank you so
It's a small one.
This belongs to the center.
Yeah.
And that's for you and Pierre.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. Holy moly. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to do with that. They said, we're going to make your portrait. I'm like, no. That's what they do in hospitals and universities and things like that. I have no
You're so
idea what
funny.
we're doing next. Oh, so we are coming to the close, and we have a poem and a song before we have the announcements. We are coming to the end. And Brian Brown, please come up.
Don't worry, Petra, I got you.
You always do.
And as always, I'm doing 5 things at once. So I am the AV guy. Hold on. Now I'm the speaker. But I can't see without my glasses, so I'll put this back on. I'm muting you, Petra.
He's always had that power.
This is a special poem, and I wanted to read it here out loud. I want to move the slide. We did find the author of this poem. The Blank Page Waits by Pesta Soul. Dr. Petra. The final word is written. The sentences finds its pause. A chapter now completed. Obeying life's own laws. Before me lies the stillness, a page unmarked and white, awakening the first inkling of future yet to write, beginnings. Thank you very much, Dr. Petra.
I think we might need a new position for makeup artist. Because, you know, we've all have these Kleenexes everywhere.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I do know that I believe that's true, and know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a ship that beat the board halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better, because I knew you. I have been changed for good.
It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime, So let me say before we part, so much of me is made from what I learned from you.
Like a handprint on my heart.
And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring as it passes the sea. Like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you,
Because I knew you,
I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for.
and yet we know there's blame to share, and that none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun,
wind off the
like a
sea.
stream that beats
Like
a
a seed
boulder
dropped by a
halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you,
Because I knew you.
because we knew you, we have been changed for good.
Dang, y'all. I know I did. Oh boy, wow. Everybody, this is the time when we show our financial support for CSL Dallas. Can we get some greeters to come up here? And bring these offering baskets. You know, we're self-supporting, so everything we've done in all this time, you paid for, nobody else. So let's continue to grow our own financial strength through our commitment to our tithes and giving back to the place that brings us so much good. Let's say our abundance affirmation together. And so it is. Thank you so much. Now, as the baskets come around, it's great. Put cash in. If you have an envelope with cash, there's a little QR code. You can take a picture if you wanted to make an online donation. And always you can go to CSL Dallas, and there's a give button. And we welcome your contributions in every way. Thank you so much. All right, New Year's Day is this week. Already it's here. And we here at CSL Dallas want you to celebrate. Our annual New Year's Day Burning Bowl ritual will start at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, online and in person, Thursday, New Year's Day this week. This will be led by Reverend Marquita. We ignite and release 2025 as we step into 2026 with a powerful ritual of experimentation and transformation. New Year's Day, folks, noon. Be here, and we'll see you online as well. Also, Reverend Marquita will also facilitate our leap into the new year with an insightful and interactive workshop that'll be on the first Sunday of January. That's the 4th, right after the celebration here on campus, starting at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. This will be a great opportunity to experience Reverend Marquita's consciousness, her passion, her teaching, as she takes up being our spiritual leader.
But Joe, we'll be hungry. Will there be enough time to eat?
Well, you're in luck. Joy Village is hosting a lunch. It's $10 right before the workshop. You can support the youth program and get a bite to eat before the workshop. And everyone, by the way, is welcome to stay for lunch if you're going to the workshop or not. Support the Utes and come for the $10 lunch. Also, childcare is being provided during the workshop, so that makes it convenient for parents. Head over to CSLDallas.org and click on the Events tab, and then Courses and Workshops. You'll learn more there and get registered. Okay, well, that's about it. Petra, will you come back over here for a second by me? Well, yes, I guess the choir's coming up, so you got Scooty, blend in somewhere. We are nearing the end of this magnificent celebration of transition. Thank you, Dr. Petra. Thank you for the many years of service to CSL Dallas. You know, every single one of us that you've reached with your ministry surely has something personal for which we are grateful. Mine, in this moment, is for what I've heard you describe as the container. All this, you and the classes and the workshops, a place for it to happen. The body, the facilities, the operations of CSL Dallas. I looked it up. It says a container. You'd think it'd be simple, but it's pretty cool. A container, an object that can be used to hold or transport something. Well, you're bequeathing us a very special container. And what does it hold or transport? Truth, love, light, community, transformation, and more. And all the ways that CSL Dallas holds and transports the light and the love and the learning going forward, well, that remains to be seen. But the container you've built is strong, and we receive it filled with confidence and gratitude. Thank you for this most beautiful container. And we're super glad that we'll be seeing you and Reverend Karen from time to time, 3 or 4 times a year. And we're looking forward to that.
Me too.
So may your next adventure be as rich and fulfilling as this has been for all of us. Thank you, Dr. Petra, and let's give her one more round of applause for all she has given for all these years.
I just want to say also you can personally write a note. Out here's a table. There are cards with an envelope. You can write her a personal note. And we also have the Petra Magical Money Fund that also you can donate to so that she can feed her soul, because she's fed our soul for so long.
Thank you. Well.
We're going to end with one of my favorite songs that has ever been written. You've heard all my favorite songs that have been written for CSL Dallas, but this one is my favorite community song that has ever been written for CSL Dallas from these 2 amazing people. Thank you for being here today. It means the world to me. Okay, here we go. Woo! Here we go.